Edgar Wright and Chris Miller throw shade on Marvel's Guardians 3 director search. Edgar Wright and Chris Miller throw shade on Marvel's director search by suggesting James Gunn for the job. Gunn, of course, helped elevate the cosmic title from obscure comic book property to worldwide blockbuster with the overwhelming success of the first two Guardians films. The movies were noted for their strong sense of humor and heart, maintaining Gunn's sensibilities as a helmsman within the larger MCU machine. They're two of the more distinct offerings in the entire franchise, and it's hard to picture them working as well without Gunn's involvement. For those reasons, it wasn't surprising to see Gunn sign on to write and direct, which originally was going to be one of the first installments in the MCU's Phase 4. However, last summer Gunn was fired by Disney when old, offensive tweets of his resurfaced, and Guardians 3 was put on indefinite hold as Marvel looks for a replacement. As the search continues, two of today's most prominent directors have an amusing suggestion of their own. Twitter user FakeNewsMags offered their choices for director, tagging Wright, Miller and Phil Lord and Taika Waititi in the post. Responding to the tweet, both Wright and Miller said Gunn should do it. Miller even joked he would be a good fit tonally. Check out the exchanges below. Since Gunn's firing, there's been an outpouring of support from his contemporaries in the film industry. Guardians of the Galaxy actor Dave Bautista was a particularly vocal critic of Disney, accusing the Mouse House of falling for a cybernazi smear campaign and saying he'd only reprise Drax out of contractual obligations. Even though many people would like to see Gunn return, Disney CEO Bob Iger stood behind the controversial decision, and it's unlikely cheeky tweets from Wright and Miller will change any minds. And DC's Suicide Squad 2, which he will write and possibly direct. Besides, Gunn has now moved on to Warner Brothers. Unfortunately for Marvel fans, Gunn's time in the MCU is over and the Guardians will be under someone else's watch when the third film starts shooting. Marvel has approached Vice Director Adam McKay about the project, but nobody's been formally brought on board yet. Who that new director will be remains to be seen. As for the names FakeNewsMags mentions, the only realistic possibility is Waititi, who achieved great success with Marvel via the comedic Thor: Ragnarok. Wright and Lord and Miller endured infamous creative differences on separate Disney blockbusters Ant-Man and Solo, respectively, and seem to operate better playing in their own sandboxes, Baby Driver, Into the Spider-Verse, where they have more creative leeway. Waititi has met with Marvel about the possibility of helming another film, so maybe he's still in consideration for. Source: Edgar Wright, Phil Lord.